Mick Foley began on the indie wrestling circuit, and then he and his Cactus Jack character soon came to dominate the NWA. He parlayed that success into mainstream stardom in the WWF. But what is he up to nowadays? Mick Foley might be an amazing wrestler, and he's certainly got a larger-than-life personality, but one thing he's never been known for is his looks. Still, there's nothing like a sports career to help an average-looking guy land a smoking hot babe, and Foley is no exception to that rule. Indeed, his wife Colette once had a career as a fashion model. Once they tied the knot in 1992 though, she didn't seem to show any regret over leaving the runway for the ringside. After Foley's retirement from wrestling, he and Colette have had a secondary career of sorts as reality TV stars. They appeared in a 2012 segment of Celebrity Wife Swap, where Colette switched places with the fiancé, now ex-wife, of Italian actor Antonio Sabato Jr.
You like it?
Yeah.
You think Colette will like it?
I think that she will like it as a change, and then she'll request for me to get them out of my mouth.
Right.
The Foleys then went on to star in their own miniseries, Holy Foley, which included the entire family. Their most recent reality TV credit was a 2017 episode of Building Off the Grid. There's no word on what Colette's next venture will be, but we bet it'll be something kind of crazy and a whole lot of fun. While Foley hasn't gone full-on action hero as the likes of Dave Bautista or Dwayne Johnson have, he's nevertheless compiled an impressive filmography of his own. In addition to his reality show's credits, he's taken his mic skills to the next level with some pretty legitimate acting roles. One recent role was the 2016 wrestling rom-com Chokeslam, and another wrestling-themed movie he had a part in was 2019's Peanut Butter Falcon, which is about a boy with Down syndrome who runs off to follow his dream of being a professional wrestler. He's also set to appear in David Arquette's upcoming 12-hour shift. The film is billed as a horror comedy, which sounds right up Foley's alley. It deals with nurses stealing organs and selling them on the black market. Not much has been revealed about his role, but it would be cool if he played a guy who gets his heart, lungs, and liver removed and then jumps off the operating table to go after those naughty nurses and give them the old mandible claw. Anyone who's ever watched Foley's promos or heard his in-ring banter knows that he's always been an entertaining guy. Now that he's retired from wrestling, what could be a better fit than taking the mic once again? But this time, as a stand-up comic? That's exactly what he's done in his copious spare time when he's not acting, writing, or fundraising. His act is mostly built around telling stories from his wrestling career, to the extent that a non-WWE enthusiast might find it mostly incomprehensible. But of course, how likely is it that a crowd at a Mick Foley show would consist of anyone other than wrestling fanboys and fangirls? He knows his audience and he gives them exactly what they want. Everyone goes home happy and Foley gets to leave the venue without any part of his body broken or bleeding. Foley became a published author for the first time in 1999 with the release of his autobiography, Mankind. Have a Nice Day. It was pretty well received by his fans, so much so that it went right to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. That kind of success deserves a sequel, so in 2001 he followed it up with Volume 2 of his autobiography, Foley is Good and the Real World is Faker Than Wrestling. It too hit the top of the Times bestseller list. Foley then decided to branch out a bit into fiction, though his 2003 novel Tatum Brown was a bit less of a hit, though he wasn't too upset or surprised that a violent coming-of-age story didn't catch on to a wide audience. Luckily, he's written some books that are a little lighter, such as wrestling-themed children's books including Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos and Mick Foley's Halloween Hijinks. He also had some autobiographical work left in him, including 2007's Hardcore Diaries and 2010's Countdown to Lockdown. He even revisited the coming-of-age genre with 2007's baseball-themed historical novel, Scooter. His most recent book is 2017's Saint Mick, My Journey from Hardcore Legend to Santa's Jolly Elf. Despite the fact that he once squared off against a whole gang of Santa Clauses in a boiler room brawl, Foley has always been Santa's biggest fan. From his home's special Christmas room to his penchant for year-round holiday music to his annual pilgrimages to Santa's Village theme park in Jefferson, New Hampshire, he always goes all out to celebrate that most wonderful time of year. He's perpetually happy to dress up in a red Santa suit for a good cause, whether that be giving JBL a beatdown at the 2005 tribute to the troops or visiting hospitalized children on Christmas Day. One of the accomplishments that Foley is most proud of is his membership in the International Brotherhood of Bearded Santas. He not only appeared in the 2014 documentary I Am Santa Claus, which is about the lives of some of his fellow professional Santas, but he also promoted it by dressing in Santa-themed clothing for nearly an entire year. His 2017 book, Saint Mick, tells the story of how he found a new ho-ho home outside the ring after his body finally tapped out and ended his wrestling career. Way to go, Mick. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.